Be calling you a radical, so you're in New York City, so timing good. So finally a Colombian professor said it. A Nobel Prize winning Colombian professor said it. He said the F word. He said the F word. I know ecologists know that. Get this. So you know who's the most accomplished modern epidemiologist, cancer research. I don't eat, sleep, drink with it. Or sleep, drink. FUKUSHIMA, leukemia. I literally sleep with it. Nobel Prize winning cancer research PhD at Columbia. I'll go over there. Head over there. Has said the F word. So they're going off about, this propaganda machine that Bill Gates wrote the bill, and it's nuclear energy propaganda. AI, nuclear energy, AI, which is a crock of shit. It's total shit. He comes out and says, well, I believe that we could have an AI Fukushima. Oh, they act like they don't know as the cancer slowly grows. La 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 la. The nuclear energy lie, la 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 lies. That's all they do is lie. This propaganda. 3 Mile Island starting back up. Man, we could fire Indian Point right up here up. I did so much work shutting that piece of shit down. You talk to the average person, and they don't even know that Indian Point shut down, Oyster Creek shut down, Pilgrim shut down, Son of Every shut down. But you looked around the internet because their memories are as short as their fucking. Do you have erectile dysfunction? Yeah, they have some kind of dysfunction. So we're just talking about how cancer treatment has radically changed since I got cancer. Survival rates are up 15% just since I got leukemia, given 2 months to live, but there's still more cancer because the survival rates can't even keep up with because the rates are so radically increased, faster, stronger, more acute. And again, just another Fukushima coincidence, 2012. So you talk to people. I was talking to some people yesterday here about the ocean, an outlier. They all know, everyone knows what an outlier is. You talk to them. Mommy said they were smart. But then you talk to them about the outlier of the Pacific Ocean, probably the greatest one in history, 2011. Start talking about the Chinook salmon, collapse in 2016, smoking gun, go to see 5 years. Still had blah, 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 blah. Wells. In science, we know this radical outlier happened in 2011. It's unarguable now. I'm telling everybody, well, God, that Fukushima was so long ago. So long ago. The fuck you talking about? 13 years? So they forgot. Everything's moved on. Out in the street. That's where we used to meet. So he says it. Now, I want to talk about something else while I'm going today. Weather's nice here. It's going to get cold, of course. It's New York in late November. You know how it goes here. It's going to get brutal. Real brutal. So, I'm talking tariffs. Because my bloodlines, remember all those videos I did down at Hamilton's grave here? Part of the group that helped get his grave restored at the Trinity Church for all those years about tariffs. And people that were born post the 1970s, they don't even know what we're talking about, how this country was. There's no foreign goods got in here. If you're really rich, you had some Italian-made shoes, and maybe drove a Mercedes, you know, because everything was made in the USA. When we grew up, 60s, 70s, tariffs, tariffs, tariffs. So Alexander Hamilton, Mr. New York City. You know, remember the city was going to be named Hamilton. Who I'm bloodlines with. The 17, actually 70s. But we'll equate it to when Wikipedia says 1789, which was way before that. The Tariff House, Alexander Hamilton's tariffs. Now remember, he ran the books for the slave traders in the islands. I can get into a whole dissertation who his real father was. Remember, they jailed his mother, blah, blah. People used to call him George Washington's bastard son. Hamilton. Tariffs to incentivize buying homemade goods and to pay off the wartime debt. So Trump has named, now get this, it's, you know, everybody's left-right thing. You seen who the Treasury Secretary is? You seen this? Openly gay, married to a man, has 2 kids, Yale connection. Well, I think he was the president of Wolfhead, Skull and Bones' big brother. Billionaire who worked for Soros. Yep, he worked for Soros. Managed one of Soros's fund, and he's got ties to 311. Why? Well, he made the famous trade, which is all horseshit, on, you know, hedging his currency portfolio against the yen using Abe's model. Who? Abe. Well, where's Abe? What happened to Abe? By the way, Abe was not Prime Minister of Japan when Fukushima happened. Nato Khan, who come up and banked me personally. Whoa. He's the new Treasury Secretary? Get the fuck out of here. That dude's so fucking... They don't illuminate, they radiate connected. Blow your fucking mind, right? You think? The Yale Connect, he's a billionaire. He managed one of George Soros' funds. But he's a pro-tariff guy. Well, I taught at the #1 school of business in the country. And it sure wasn't Yale, and it wasn't Harvard, and it wasn't Trump school, because Trump went to Wharton. So did Elon Musk. Now, is Lord Musk really going to be running the country? Is it King Musk now? He was at Wharton when I was at Weber State. Weber State, the public enemy, was beating him, yeah. Beating him via the tests. Beating every time. So, of course, they blackball me. We can't have that. We can't have a public entity beating the private institutions. So our sister school was Wharton. Yep. Little old Weber State. #1 school business in the country. I was the Bill Russell there. Pro-tariff school. Pro-tariff school. Pro-tariff school. Just like Wharton. Pro-tariff school. So, very interesting. Did Trump name him? Oh, please. No. Come on, man. You think Trump's running the show? Well, somewhat, in nuance. But not when it comes to economic issues. The World Bank. So, he said it. I'll go to Columbia. It's along the river. It's beautiful over there. So, anyway, interesting, right? Let's go this way. So, he says it. I love the term. I've used it many times, right? Of course, I've coined so many terms today, but it's just the will. It's just fire. It's just YouTube. So, something I was looking for. Oh. But anyway, love the term. AI Fukushima. That's all figurative because there is no literally AI nuclear. It's all bullshit. It's an Easter Bunny, it's Santa Claus. Well, it's pork. It's Bill Gates wrote the bill. People don't even know about the Immunity Act. They don't know about Price Anderson. What's that? They got through this summer, 20 murders. Bill Creepy Gates. This is all propaganda. It's written right into the bill. They're just flooding you. You know, there is no media. Media's become pay to play. And so, if you Google around, I've never seen anything like it. There's thousands. Everybody's got their fingers in it. So, I was tailgating at Weaver State game the other day. The guy yells at me, Blanch. He's the big wig out at Westinghouse behind my house. There's zirconium rods. So we sat and ate with him, had some cocktails, visiting, you know. And even he says, you know, they make the zirconium rod. He's like, this whole, you're right about one thing, Blanche. This whole SMRs are crushing. I says, yeah, but even Westinghouse is getting into that, huh? Yeah. I says, everybody gets their face free money. Of course, when the government just give you billions of dollars, and you can do whatever you want with it, you don't have to pay it back. Of course, everybody's going to freaking send in their proposal. You know, you want to get rich? Draw a SMR, small modular nuclear reactor, or an AI proposal. Put it on a napkin and send it to the DOE. They'll give you a check if you're connected. You got the right lawyers. You know, there's no fucking AI being fueled by nuclear reactors. It's all ain't gonna happen. It's bullshit. It's propaganda. We're gonna refire up Palisades. No, they're not. They're gonna fire up, you know, 3 Mile Island. No, they're not. In the reality, so many reactors are shut down, but you can't tell people that. They won't believe you. You know. So reality means nothing because there's no local media. I mean, there's no newspapers, there's no nothing, because the country's all in. They've been social engineered into this lock, stock, barrel. Whew. Because that cold, man. It's pretty warm today, but it's going to get brutal. It's that time of year. So, I'll get down to Hamilton's grave, and we'll talk some tariffs like I used to in the old days. You know? So, Trump's Treasury Secretary was Wolfhead. That's Skull and Bones' big brother, billionaire, or tariff day. What? What's Blanch talking about? Because it's all cut and dry, right? It's all left-right. No, it's not. They got to keep them separated because they have everything they ever wanted. This is imperialism. Where's Hamilton when you need him? You know? So, he said it. He said the F word. Let's head this way. He said the F word. So, AI Fukushima. How many times have I said that? Thousands. And he's an oncologist. Nobel Prize winner. By the way, well, you don't have the credentials he has. No, I have more than he has. I was to go wrestle at, not Columbia. Columbia never named a rank in the top 10. Never did. Never did. Go Rick or you, Bob Crafted. It was always Weber State, Wharton, Harvard, Princeton. It was always Weber State. My credentials are longer than any of them. I don't eat, sleep, drink the biology, the out of mom disease. I sleep with it. I lived in a bomb. Just the fact that I go into the 11, 11, 11, give me 2 months to live. My credentials are so fucking long. That's why they're afraid of me. That's why they squash me. That's why they kettle me. Fucking, I gotta keep them separated. They're not about to let anyone with any real accomplishments. They're afraid of me, you know. And I don't believe in violence. They do. Look what they've done to me. Any real true grassroots accomplished activists will be slandered, impoverished, freaking. Look what they've done to me. When you can physically go after a guy in critical condition, which are felonies in all 50 states, your own government hire teams of trolls to slander me, call me every name in the book, attack me. No, they would never get away with that. Well, you want to bet? And no, because people can't handle the truth. They don't want the fucking truth. You know, they're so postured and groomed over this 1980 to present, increasing nominal wages from 1945 to 1979. Tax rate on the bazillionaires, the Lord Musk, Lord Bezos, Lord Gates, Lord Zuckerberg, who stole everything. None of them invented anything. That didn't exist in those days. Reagan, decreasing nominal wages. The consumption junkies, what's your function? So I'll go to Sesame Street. They want to kill Bert and Ernie. Decrease in nominal wages every single year, broke a record every year in a row since Reagan, 1980. Not to mention the American consumption paradigm. We break the paradigm, the consumption record every single year now. We're consuming 55% of the world's product. Now, we make up less than 4% of the world's population. In 1979, we consumed about what we were, 4%. So, anyway, don't take that midnight flight ever. God, my head's still foggy from that fucking flight. That fucking airport, these airports here. They get both airports in here, so you give me the fucking heebie-jeebies. So, anyway, so Trump's new Treasury Secretary, pro-tariff guy, Wolfhead, George Soros, hedge fund manager, him and his husband, go figure. But I'll get over to Hamilton, we'll do some work, but he's used the F word at Columbia. They all act like they don't know as the cancer slowly grows. Don't say the F word. La 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 la. It's been a long time, Blanch. All your activism. Well, why don't you go into the street anymore? Trump took care of that. Totally took care of that. Your new Masonic temple. La 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 la. La 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 la. All right. So the Columbia oncologist, Nobel Peace Prize, Kevin Blanch, talking about Nobel Prizes, the great outlier. So to get over to the water, get some ocean work done. You know, the marine biologists, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. La 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 la. So he said the F word. Huh. Huh. Stay tuned.